Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I thought today we could take a closer look at the new Magix Dust powder from Avon. It debuted in campaign 11 and we are currently in campaign 11 right now. So I've used it one day. I haven't been wearing any makeup. I haven't worn makeup. Okay, today's Saturday. I wore makeup on Tuesday, I think I wore it on Tuesday. And I didn't pick a good day to try to demo this for you guys because the lighting is bad, so I'm looking kind of wrinkly. But hey, that's real life, right? And we do look wrinkly, some of us, in person. Also, so we'll get into that. And also today, I want to tell you guys, I tried the Root Touch Up. I had the light brown shade and they gave it to us for free. Obviously, it's not my shade, but I wanted to, my roots are out of control and I wanted to try to see if it would do anything for them, and I do think it covered a little bit. I have some very stubborn white hair here. First of all, excuse my hair in general. It's wretched. I don't know. I am feeling horrible about this hair. I'm like, I need to do something about this hair, and I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm looking at something off in the distance, and I was like, what is that? We live by the airport, you know, and I'm like, what is that? It's a kite. Someone's flying a kite, probably in the neighborhood behind us, so it's a nice windy day for that, so that's good, but it just kind of threw me off. I was like, am I seeing a UFO or what? No, it's a kite. So anyways, I did use this. And like I said, I have some really stubborn, solid white hair. I especially have a streak of white that goes through here. So, like, yeah, you can see a little bit of it right there. So I do think that it's the light brown or soft brown shade. I think it did an okay job. It helped a little bit. Maybe the red one would have been better for me. I don't know, but if you haven't tried it, so it comes in this little bottle here, and then what you have to do, if I can do it without spilling, let's see, okay, I don't want to make a mess. I desperately don't want to make a mess. So it comes, you take the cap off. The cap opens two different ways. So you unscrew the cap, and there is a stopper, looks like so, and it's placed down inside of here, and you have to remove that to allow the powder to come up. Okay, so the powder's in there. I don't want to tilt it very much because it's in there. You just probably can't see it good because it's brown. And then you screw the cap back on. Let me screw that down. And then the top part here pops off to reveal a sponge, and what you do is you kind of get it and you kind of have to press and press and press and rub and press until it starts to come out, and then you just rub it into your hairline there where you need coverage. So I do think it did a pretty decent job. It helped a little but like I said, it's not my shade, and I have those stubborn. But I can definitely see, like, right here that it helps some. So that's nice. I'm glad I tried it. And I think, actually, I would maybe get the one in red to try it and see, have on hand. And then also, I always take so long. I'll show you what I have on my face really quick. I have the VDL Primer. I have the Ink Lasting Foundation. I have on the Cashmere Complexion. Let me move this stuff out of the way so I can show you. The Cashmere Complexion Concealer. I have on the Moisture Cushion Blush in red. I love this color. It's so pretty, I think. And then I have the Moisture Cushion Highlighter on over top of that. And then I used my contouring stick also in the shade Light. I have on some eyeshadow primer. It's the Too Faced one that I don't like, but I'm using it up. And then my eyeshadow today is not Avon, so I'm just going to let you guys know that, be upfront always. It's the Natasha Denona Love palette, and I've showed this before, but I'll show it again. It's so pretty, and I purchased this a month ago or so, and I just haven't been wearing it. No, it's been longer than a month. What am I talking about? Am I losing track of time or what? It's been a lot longer than a month ago because it was before our quarantine, which our lockdown in Michigan just got extended to May 28th, so Yeah, so I used that, and then I put on my Glimmerstick eyeliner in the Blackest Black. I have on the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. However, my Avon order just came right before I started filming this video, so I have new brow products in there, so I can show you guys a haul. And then I have on the mascara in SuperShock in black. And then I also have a little bit, not very much, powder. This is the pressed mattifying powder that I've been using in the pink light shade. This shade is no longer available. And my lip is Mattitude liquid lipstick, and the shade is Devoted. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Okay, so like I said, I've only used this one day, one time, and I immediately recognized like the formula of it. I'm going to read to you what it says about this powder. So in campaign 11, it is on page 71, and it is available in two shades, the light or fair and light. Let me put my glasses on so I can read for you without squinting. It's available in two shades, the fair and light translucent, and then the medium and deep translucent. And it says, Magix Dust Finishing Powder, lightweight mineral powder formula, diffuses light, visibly blurs pores, controls shine, and blends effortlessly, creating a silky feel with a naturally glowing, flawless, soft matte finish. Which is kind of a conundrum or an oxymoron when you say glowing matte. That to me is different. With antioxidant green tea extract to enhance and smooth skin. Zero flashback, no spill, twist and lock sifter for no mess application, free of talc, oil, and parabens. Regularly $17, intro price at $12.99. And then it says it's a 100% pure mineral blend of micro-milled rose quartz, ruby, and tourmaline. So, if you have ever used an HD powder, I don't care what brand it's from, they're all basically the same. So it might not necessarily say HD, but it might say finishing powder, selfie powder, anything like that. Like with e.l.f., I have used the HD powder and also the HD under eye setting powder. I think I used to have, a long time ago, the Too Faced Selfie Ready powders. Lots of different brands have these powders. So if you already have tried a selfie powder, an HD powder, anything like that, you will know what I'm talking about. This powder is extremely dry. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way, that it's going to dry your skin out, but it is extremely dry. So it comes with a sifter here, and it has a little seal over the top of it. You have to take the seal off, and then you can twist the sifter to allow it to release some of the powder. So I am going to shake a little bit into the cap. So remember, I have the fair and translucent. So you can see there is no shimmers or shines or anything to that. The thing with these powders is they have a distinctive texture. So like some powders feel very creamy, almost like a cream, like when you rub them together you feel a cream. This does not. This feels extremely dry. So when you touch it onto your skin, now this is a very concentrated, obviously, can you see it there? My lighting is not that good right here. It is very dry. There's not a creamy texture whatsoever. So this powder is used at the very end of your routine to blur anything you have left, any kind of like textures, your pores, fine lines, things like that. And they can be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful powders. However, because they are so ultra dry and lightweight, I think they can have the tendency to get cakey very easily. Now, this is from me. This is my experience with these. I have skin of a 50-year-old woman. I have lines. I have enlarged pores. You know, I don't have particularly dry skin. I just have normal It used to be oily. Then I was just normal to oily, like combo. Now I'm just normal, and sometimes I will get a little bit of dryness on around my hairline, but the middle part of my face does not stay dry. It is always what I would consider normal. So when I used this powder the other day, I did not use it as a very last step, just lightly dusting it in my certain areas. I tried to use it as an all-over face powder because I wanted to see how it performed in that way. It does not work for me in that way. I can tell you that right now. It got too, or I used too much of it maybe. It got too cakey here. Not at the beginning. But I would say as time went on, I began to see it more around this area. I have enlarged pores here and on this area of my nose, and I could definitely see it. The other thing I'm going to say is I used my setting spray, which I always use a setting spray, and the other day I was using the Mario Badescu Rose Water. And I like this powder, or this spray in particular, because it is super fine. Of all the mists I have had, and I've used quite a few of them, and setting sprays, facial mist, this has the finest mist of any spray I have. When I sprayed it, I could see it on my skin where it touched that powder. I actually saw little areas of the powder dissolve in some spots and then get like a little cakey, like ring type thing around. So I, in the future, will use the powder after my setting spray, but today I have not used my setting spray yet because I wanted to try it again, and we'll see if I get a better result than I did before. So I am going to use a very light brush. Let me get the brush. When I used it before, I used my all-over powder brush, and I think that was way too heavy. So I'm going to get out this brush. You've probably seen Emily Noel use this brush. She uses it a lot. So this is e.l.f., and I believe it's a small tapered brush. Oh no, this is highlighting brush. But basically, the highlighting and the small tapered are very similar. It has a fairly fluffy head, and it's dome shaped, obviously. So I have some here in the cap. Now I don't want to use all this. I'm just going to get like, okay, I'm going to give you, first of all, let's zoom you in just a little bit because we need to see the good, bad, and the ugly, right? So let's zoom you in so you can see my texture. So you can see, you know, like where I have the line of my nasal labial fold. Right here I have a line, crease. It always, almost sometimes it looks like a shadow. I always think it's a hair or like a group of hairs sometimes, but it's just the way I get like that little line there. You can see my crepey, my skin is crepey there. I just love pointing out all my flaws to you guys. So I am going to take my brush and I'm going to just barely get like that much, okay? This is what I have on. So we're going to try and we're going to see. I have a mirror right here. We're going to try it on the forehead first and see if it does anything that you guys can see. So I can feel a difference here between the rest of my face. So I didn't hardly put any setting powder on. I used a little bit of that mattifying pressed powder because I wanted to be able to feel the difference. So I feel a slight tackiness in these areas, but this feels smooth and dry, okay? So now let's take a look. We'll do my nose next. I think I got too much there. So I have this much on. We're going to do down the tip of my nose. Did you see the difference? I can see it. It automatically, I think, decreased that shine. Some of this right here in my forehead is the glow from my VDL primer. But I definitely think like it really blurred my pores there. Alright, next we're going to do I'm going to get even closer. Let's see. Let's just see. It's going to be really close. Oh, this is too close for comfort. Okay, so take a look here. We've got, you know, my pores and everything. We're going to put just the, I got this much on the brush. Can you tell the difference between this side and this side? I don't know. But let's try the other side now. So see this, here we go with this side. I'm going to put just the littlest bit on. Again, I think I got too much. I'm going to blow some off. So right there. Alright, ready? Alright, let's try the chin. We'll do the chin next. Ready? So gotta look at it. Take a good look. Alright, so now I'm gonna zoom you back out. I don't know if that was helpful or not, you guys. I'm just trying to show you exactly how it performs. So I can see in my mirror a difference. I can see a little bit of a dry down, and that texture is just like super smooth, like super smooth. All right, so let me put my cap back on this, and then we're gonna spray it with I'm gonna use my setting spray, and I'm gonna try to do like I normally, you know, do. And we'll see if I can still see it. Like, because the other day when I used it, like I said, I could actually see where the droplets hit. And this is the finest mist I have. So I'm going to put it up here. Let's let it dry for a minute and see what happens. I can see a little bit on my cheeks, but I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll see. Come on. All right, so let's zoom you back in again, and we'll see if we can see any spots. I don't know. Man, this is like too close. I'm not totally comfortable with you guys seeing my skin like up close and personal. So I'm looking. Okay. Now I can see, I have my mirror here. I'm going to try to, this is going to be crazy. I think that's as far as I can get it. So in my mirror, I can see, let me see if I'm seeing it, like a few little spots where it looks like you can see the, like the liquid, like where the powder has kind of disintegrated around where the mist hit it, and then made like a, you know, like a little bit of texture, like a little bit of a circle. I don't know. Anyways, so that's just too close for my comfort. I'm taking you guys back out. I know nobody wanted to see this, but I really want you to see what I'm talking about. Now, you don't have to use a setting spray. Not everybody uses a setting spray. I personally do. So I think the next time I use this, I'm going to use this after my setting spray, and we'll try it that way and see. But that texture of it is so dry. It is not, when I say that though, I don't mean that in a bad way. I do not mean that in a bad way. I just think it's because it's absolutely made to just kind of glide across the skin, to not catch on the skin, to not collect on the skin or anything. So you really have to be careful with what you're using in conjunction with it. And I also think like how I'm trying to use it with the spray, maybe it doesn't work with the spray, or maybe it works better on top of the spray after the spray has dried. So we'll definitely try it again next time, and we'll see. But like, I mean, I know not everybody is going to be walking around looking at my skin as close as I just zoomed you all into. I just want you to see. So I think this could be a great powder as a finishing powder. I'm going to definitely have to play with it some more, but I wanted you to see that it might not work for everyone. You know, I have no issue saying that my skin is aging, and I have texture, and I have enlarged pores, and I have lines, and you know, it might not work for me, but I haven't decided that yet. I still want to play with it more. I do think that it does give a very nice, like when I first applied it, all right, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Let's just try putting on a little bit more. Since I've already sprayed, what can it hurt, right? I'm only going to be home. So I've got just a little bit left in the cap there. I'm just going to give it a quick dust again. So watch my nose. Can we see any changes? Let's try this cheek. I got just a little bit left. I'll do the other cheek. So that was all I used, was those little dots that were in here. So, I mean, it doesn't look cakey. I don't look like my makeup is caked on. At least I don't think it does. But I definitely just think you really have to be careful. There is a reason why usually loose powders come in a tub that's pretty big. This tub is not big, and that's because a little bit goes a long way. It wasn't intended to be used, I don't think, as an all-over powder to like mattify your face. That might work in that capacity for some people, but overall I think it's generally just going to be for people that want to blur a few areas, and with me these would be my areas. So I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think it's a bad product. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm kind of neutral on it right now, actually. I just wanted to give you a look at it, see how it performed for me, and what you guys think about it, you know. So let me know what you think, because it's hard for me too, because I'm looking in the viewfinder and I can't really see everything the way you guys can. So you can give me some feedback about the powder, not my big pores and wrinkles and lines and everything else, or my roots. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I'm interested to know. I will put it in the description section below with the product number for the fair and also the medium deep. And then I'll also put the product number for everything else that I showed you guys that I have on my face today, and including the root touch-up. And I believe this is the light brown or soft brown, something like that, whatever the lightest brown shade is. So that's that. I just wanted to let you guys know. I do have a haul coming up. Like I said, right before I sat down to film this, my Avon order came. I kind of got a lot of stuff with that order, so kind of excited to show it off to you. And I guess that's it. I hope you're hanging in there, and that's it. I'll catch you soon.